Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a minute.
It has. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Well, yeah. You definitely look lovely today. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So,
Finally put myself together.
yeah, I'm really appreciative of you being flexible with the time. I know we've been trying to get that set. We were supposed to have Michael Blackson on today, but we couldn't get the time straight. And I appreciate you being flexible in this time. So, I just wanted to thank you for that.
Yeah.
so, so to all of my followers, this is Kearia Schroeder. She
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Kearia. I always miss the
It's
but
okay.
she is a. I know you're an actress. I know you're a model.
Mhm.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I know you. I also know you for education. So I don't know if you're still in that field as well, but
Corona got us, so it's
exactly. So I wanted to take some time to have you on the show so you could explain things that you're working on. And I feel like I wanted my platform to know you because to me, you're a very dope individual and have a lot of different things going on. And so just wanted you to kind of talk about some of that. So tell them about the actress things that you have going on. And I know you had a movie premiere out here, a couple of months back too.
yeah. And actually, I have a project coming out this Friday, so which
Oh, this is perfect timing then.
yeah, I'm really surprised about because I'm like I thought we would be like totally shut down with the coronavirus because we can't even really do press for real. Like press is this, like this
Exactly.
is my press. Um, but no, acting's been great. I like the project that you was talking about a few months ago. We had a red carpet event. Riley out here because my phone probably wasn't.
No Teddy Riley.
I got
You
it
can't have that
started.
today.
Okay. I got the Teddy Riley chorus.
It's all good.
Um, so, um, so yes, a project called Dear Frank. It came out last year, late last year or whatever. And I mean, it's doing pretty good. I think we're right now. They're shopping to see what's streaming because at the moment, no one's going to theater, so it's kind of like
Right.
to get on a streaming site. And so that's what they're trying to figure out right now is what network they would land on.
Okay. And I know my homegirl Claudia Jordan was in that one.
Uh,
And I believe we also had I think Brian White was in that one as
Brian
well, right?
and Columbus short. So it was me, Brian, Columbus, and Claudia. So it's a really good thriller. If you when it comes out, whatever platform it is, if you follow me, I'll be sure to let you guys know because I have no clue right now. I mean, I've seen it plenty of times because we did a press tour
Yeah.
uh, in Atlanta, LA. We were supposed to come to Dallas. No, we did come to
Yeah,
Dallas.
it did come to Dallas. Yeah.
We did come to Dallas. We were supposed to go to Houston, and we didn't ever go to Houston. But
Okay. Yeah,
but
because
yeah,
I was trying to make it. I had a previous engagement, so I wasn't able to make the premiere. But I did talk to Claudia, and Claudia had got me tickets. And then I know you and I were texting a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, and then what was it? Oh, Brian ended up coming to the club afterwards. I was trying to get you and Claudia to come
That's
over there too,
right.
but
I went.
Brian did come, and Brian was lit because 50
Yeah,
Cent, I believe, was there that same night.
right.
So.
I heard about that. Yeah, no. I mean, every time we was in the city and they wanted to go out, I was just like, I'm good. I don't know. I don't really go out. The vibe to me is not really fun anymore. Like, I
Uh
guess I've
huh.
outgrown it in a way. I mean, I go out when my friends force me to go out, but other
Yeah.
than that, it's like, I'd rather be at home. And that's
Gotcha.
why quarantine is not at all anything
Yeah. And
different.
you're still in LA, right?
Yeah, this is how I spend it. Like,
Oh,
my day to day is at home. I'm either working on something, studying something, reading something, watching something. So quarantine is lovely. I'm like, welcome, guys. All you guys is like out all the time. Welcome to my world because this is how it is.
you're
Um,
right.
yeah.
So talk about the new project that you have coming out, so we can make sure people know about that one as well.
Yeah, the new project actually, there's a new streaming service called Urban Flix,
Uh
and
huh.
that
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
starts on Friday. Like May 1st is when they launch everything, every new project that they have coming out on their
Uh-huh.
platform. And one of mine is one of the series. to show
Oh, that's dope.
time. And it's a great series. It's like if you're into musicals or if you want to go back into like the Sister Act days, because I know that was like one of my favorite films.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is going to remind you of it.
So you on there singing?
No, I'm not. I mean, maybe the director will do that later on in the show.
Okay, yeah,
But right now, no. Right now, it's crazy because I'm Brian. This is actually funny enough. This is me
yeah.
and Brian's first project that we did together. Very first project. Then Dear Frank came after.
Oh, but Dear Frank just came out first.
Yeah, Dear Frank came out first. So me and Brian met on the set of this project, and I play his wife, which is interesting because I don't play his wife in the other
That's what
film.
I was gonna ask. If you played, yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, no, I don't play his wife in the other film. So I know people like they're like, wait, but didn't we just see her with him in another film doing?
Right.
The great thing about this character is I'm his wife and I'm pregnant. So for the first time in my life, I get to like, I'm not married and I haven't had kids yet. So I
Yeah,
get to witness what that's like and go through that and be a supportive wife while my husband is put in a situation that's kind of built to fail. And so
yeah,
I have to be there for him. So it's a great series. I want to say, like, definitely people log on. You got your first 7 days for free.
yeah.
Check out all the different series they have coming out, and there's going to be a lot of different things streaming on there. I was, at first, I'm going to be honest, very skeptical because I know how, even though streaming is so huge right now, I feel like there's just so many streaming platforms that
Man, there
it's
is
starting to
so.
become very oversaturated.
Yeah, and at some point you feel like, okay, will people keep subscribing to different ones? Like, okay,
Exactly.
all right, I already got Hulu, I got Netflix. Okay, now you want me to spend, $10 more for this one and things like that. So you just have to be, but hopefully people will really get out and support. I like the fact that it's urban based, so you know that it shows for us by us,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, I have a project with that I'm trying to pitch for a play from Kid and Play, and we're looking for a home for it. So that may be like
Yeah.
a place to kind of look because it's already done. So it's just like it's just about shopping it at this point.
Yeah, I would strongly suggest definitely go there. I mean, like the thing is, Howard High was actually originally supposed to go to Netflix, and
Okay.
they wanted to recast the whole cast.
Yeah.
From what I heard, I could be totally wrong, but from what I heard, that they wanted to recast the whole cast, and it was just kind of like the director was like, "I'm not about to do all that." Like everyone that's on this show is very talented, and they did
Yeah.
a really good job. And I mean, even me, like I came on, me even coming onto the show was unreal because I
Yeah.
just moved to LA at the time. My friend was actually on the show himself, and he called me to set and was like, "Hey, this is my first acting debut. Like, come set, check
Yeah.
this out. Tell me, give me some notes and stuff like that." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I got you." So I come to set. I'm just there visiting,
Yeah.
and the director walks up to me and is like, "What you do?" And I'm like,
Because everybody think you do something when they see
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, what you
I
do?
think I act or something like that. And he's
Yeah.
like, well, if you really act, then I might have a role for you. And that literally, that's how he's talking to me. I might have
That's
a role for you. And I'm like, okay, sure.
sassy.
Yeah, like, so you're trying to test me right now? Like,
Right.
game on. Like, but that's how it was. Like, he left, went to go shoot a scene. It was lunchtime, so I'm giving my friend notes, letting him know what's going
Yeah.
on. And then he walks up to me and he's like, "Yeah, so I'm serious. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go shoot this scene, and I'm gonna get my assistant to give you the sides, and you can go learn those sides. And when I'm done shooting the scene, I'll come back downstairs and audition you. Because originally I already gave this role to somebody else, but since you're here, let's see
Right.
what you do." And I'm like, game on, like.
Yeah. That's like, okay, I'm ready for the challenge. Like, okay, let's see then.
But
What's up?
yeah, but it was 10 pages of work that I had to learn like right off the spot that I auditioned in front of him, and I was really
Oh,
proud of
that's
myself. I've been studying with a teacher. Her name is Diana Castle, really big out here. An amazing teacher, and if I wasn't for her class, I don't think I would be as prepared as I was for that opportunity. And
Absolutely.
like that right there was just like, when you're ready or when that
Yeah.
like, opportunity meets, it's just kind of
Yeah.
like,
When preparation meets
there we
opportunity.
go. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
That's
I
what
was
teaching.
ready for it. Exactly.
For
And
sure.
so just like I just went
And
on in there and did my thing, and now I'm on the show as one of the main characters that you get to kind of, like I said, you go through her story of her being a pregnant wife trying to support her
yes.
husband that's built into
And
the film.
and talk about coming to moving to LA, because tell that part of the story, where you're from. Obviously you have an accent and that people love, so talk about that part.
Well, I am a military kid, and so I bounced around as a child, living in so many different places from overseas to the States and things of that nature. So it's kind of like, I feel like when people ask me like where you're from, I literally say Virginia because that's the last place I was stationed. That's the last place that's where I grew up. I went to school
Well,
in
I
Virginia.
I know people from Virginia, and that's not a Virginia accent.
I know, but I also lived in so many different places, so it's just kind of like wrapped in one. I feel like.
Okay, give me a couple of them. Where
Well, of course, I mean, crazy enough, Palms, 29 Palms.
Okay.
Jacksonville, wherever in Jacksonville.
Florida.
No, I think it might be North Carolina. There's two Jacksonvilles from what I
Okay, I don't know that one then.
I don't know. So from what I remember, and the only reason why I remember these spots is because like my brothers were born. So we were born in all different places. So
Right.
and I mean,
Somebody just come in and they said Clips don't sound like you. From Virginia. Clips are from Virginia.
oh
The
yeah,
rapper
yeah,
group.
they don't. Pharrell doesn't sound like me neither.
Nah.
Doesn't sound like me.
Mm-mm.
I know. But
But,
if I
but
ever,
I feel like I heard some UK in there.
yeah.
Some
I
okay.
mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So
Yes, for
my
sure.
last name is German. So yeah, it's Schroeder. It's pronounced in two different ways.
So how many people mess your name up?
All
Like
the
I did in the
time.
beginning.
All the time.
Okay,
All the
it's
time.
good that you correct them. I know some people that don't like. Some people aren't confident enough to correct people when they mess their name up, which is also weird to me.
Well, all through high school, though, people called me Kearia. All through high school. It wasn't until graduation, and I didn't make a big fuss about it. It wasn't
Okay,
until graduation where they really said it right, and everybody, like the whole crowd was like, oh, they messed up her name. And I was like, no, that's my name.
that's
Y'all
funny.
just saying it wrong the whole time. And I'm
Yeah, a
like,
lot of people mess my name up too, because my name is Dessie, but people put Z's. They say Desi all the
yeah.
time. So usually when I meet people, I try and make sure I say it right. Dessie, like Jesse, so that way it kind of stays in their head.
And then they get it, yeah. I mean, Kearia, I think the best way I learned to explain my name was I went in college. This guy literally was across the campus, and he was like, "Hey, yo, Keith, I'm in your area," and I'm
Like that's it.
"That's it, though. Like that works.
Kearia. Okay.
Like that's how you
Now I'm gonna remember that.
exactly." You would never forget it. I was like, that was the smartest thing. It was embarrassing, but the smartest thing he could have possibly came up with for
Yeah.
to use now, like when I'm out and people trying to
Pronounce it. Yeah. So could you talk a little bit about your the educational piece, because
Yes.
you are involved in education, and I love the work that you do, so talk about that.
Yeah, so what people don't know is for the last 2 years, in the midst of my acting career, I helped a woman, a lovely woman. Her name is Kelchi, and she had came up with this brilliant idea to create a co-working space.
Okay.
And co-working space is for entrepreneurs, parents, stay-at-home moms, dads, for them to be able to have a place to go and their children learn at the same time. Because of my background with children, like I've always taught children from preschool and up, and then on top of that, like when I was in between, like before going into acting, I was a professional dancer, and so on my time off when I wasn't dancing, I used to teach dance to
Okay.
younger kids. So I just kind of, and at the school that I was teaching at, they had a preschool program, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to learn how to teach, in that adolescence. And so I went and started to do assisting work with that, and then from there kind of grew.
Okay.
Came fast forward into coming to LA and meeting this lovely woman with this idea. She told me what she wanted, and I was like, okay, well, I can help you with the kids part because I work with kids all the time, and I build curriculums for them. So just let me know. So we kind of partner up, and I worked on the kids part. So it ended up being great. Like right now, it's just sad that and unfortunate that the coronavirus is affecting it, because this is a place that people could go and actually work in, and because everything is shut down,
Right.
it's not really happening right now. So,
Yeah, and and not knowing when it's going to end is kind of difficult as
exactly.
well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is we now are on our second location. So we started our first location in Santa Monica, did really well in a year span, and then grew to have a second location in Silver Lake. So I really pray. We no longer work together, but I really pray that everything works out in her favor, because it's a brilliant concept and idea, and it was extremely helpful to those that like really needed a place to go to
Hmm.
get work done for themselves, but also know that their children are in a safe place and they're
Yeah, and that's always important to because it's a safe space. They're able to be creative. They're able to
exactly.
gain more confidence and things like that as well.
Exactly. So that, I mean, that right there was like the beauty of it all. Like, um and I mean extremely helpful. Like I love kids. If anyone knows me, you see me around it, I mean, I like, my nephew is like the main page on my phone,
Yeah.
like that's just me. And to be able to help kids, educate them, learn about their mental space,
Uh huh.
bringing healthy mental awareness to them, and just learning, like to watch a child grow, like even though you don't have your own, is a beautiful aspect as well, because you're learning so much about yourself. They're teaching
Yeah.
you about yourself that you don't even remember when you
Yeah,
were.
they require patience. They require,
Exactly.
what I mean. Like you can't force it.
Exactly.
and it's always good, to give back to our communities as well.
Yep.
Especially in less fortunate areas and minorities and different things like that. So I think that's really great that you're doing that as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to get back to the acting piece. So how has obviously people don't know when they're doing productions and things like that, but have you had any opportunities to do some like Zoom or FaceTime auditions or anything like that? Because I've been seeing a lot of casting directors giving people that probably wouldn't ever have a chances right now.
Yeah, I've been doing those as well. I don't post mine. I mean, I've debated about posting my auditions and stuff like that, because I have been seeing a lot of actors doing it. But I want to post mine in the essence of kind of somewhat helping, because some
Yeah,
of the monologues I've been seeing, I'm like, it could be so good if you really
if you
just
would
took
do.
the time and really got into understanding the world and creating it. Like right now, we have so much time to create the world we live in with our work.
Yeah,
So it's just kind of like I feel like, sorry,
I
things I
think you should. I think you should do it and post it. But
I mean, I've
but
done it. I haven't
yeah,
posted it, and then I wanted to really kind of like go off on expressing, like, when you're creating something like that. Because what happened to me was there was one audition I just did of recent, and my manager like sent it off, and I sent it to him just to say, hey, check this. Don't send
yeah,
it off yet. I just want you to review it. Give me
yeah,
notes, feedback. Because what I always do with my auditions is if I don't send it to my manager, well, first of all, I send it to my best friend first, and my manager second. My
yeah.
manager is going to tell me the truth
They gonna give
about
you
my
that
work.
real. Yeah,
Yeah, she's gonna give me the real deal about my work, and
unfiltered. Yeah,
exactly. And so that was the thing. She gave me great notes, but even though for me that audition, I just kind of wanted to get it out, because for the first time the audition was you had to write your own monologue, and
hmm,
so but they gave you two phrases that you could choose from, and from the phrase you kind of continue the story from there, which I thought was a beautiful idea. I've never wrote anything as far as acting is concerned. Like I don't really say that I'm a writer. I'm an
yes,
actor. But I thought it was an amazing and great exercise for me to like really try it out and see what I was really
right.
doing, and it
And
was great.
you never know. You may start getting more into writing because you were forced to do that activity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was great, and it's crazy because I have seen some actors post theirs,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm like, it's a great exercise for you to learn all around about yourself,
Yeah.
from your work as an actor, from your writer your writing aspect and things of that nature. So it's great. I might post it. I'm debating, but I want to start.
I think you should because I'm real big. I'm real big on going behind the curtain and showing the way things are work and the way things are built and things like that. That was another reason that, you know, I wanted someone on the show such as yourself, because yeah, you know, with everything that's going on, you have a different experience, you have a different outlook. So I've been
Yeah.
talking to people from different businesses and different parts of entertainment about how the pandemic has affected them and what's something new that they're doing. And you know, you just never know. You may get more into writing, you may get more into helping people with auditions, and that's something that you could turn into a business as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, TikTok, funny enough, as much as everyone hates or loves TikTok, I
Yeah.
was like literally against joining TikTok.
Uh-huh.
But then I like one day was like, let me just see what it's about. And then when I noticed it was like Dub Smash, I love Dub Smash. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know that app, but that Dub Smash is like the equivalent of like the voiceovers. So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
that's what TikTok is. So I thought it was brilliant that you have so many now, so much editing stuff that you can do with this
Right,
app.
right, with your phone too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, this is a perfect tool for me to like just have fun. I feel like a lot of people haven't seen like the fun side of me. I really don't show much of myself via social media. I mean, I post things, but I
Yeah.
have a whole personality outside of social media.
Right.
And
And outside of just the photos, you know, just one
exactly.
image. Yeah.
Yeah, but I for some reason over time I just kind of was like, well, I like that mystique about me. Like I don't like if you know me, you know, but if you don't know me, you kind of generate your own, you know, and it
Right.
allows me to have that buffer.
The barrier.
And I think it's great that you know now I do have a platform where I can like people can see like, all right, she's funny, she has a sense of humor, she's not just a pretty face or she's not snooty or stuck up because I'm not either of those either. So it's just kind of
Right.
like it's
And
great to
that's the
have something like that.
Yeah, and that's the interesting thing about TikTok. Like people just think it's only dancing, it's only things like that. So, but you know, there's a community of people that learn things off TikTok. There's you know the whole acting part with the voiceover. So there's actually a lot of different things that you can do on there if you take some time to kind of check it out.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, to me, it's a great creative space, and I feel like a lot of people are learning their creativity just off of that
Hmm.
platform alone. To see how they can expand their minds. I mean, to watch some of the TikToks, I'm literally on the floor because people are so
Yeah.
good at creating funny playbacks from different movie scenes that are
Hmm.
legendary. Like they're going all in. Like I've seen tons of Tina Turner remakes
Yeah.
to Dream Girl remakes, and it's just like these are really really great remakes, and people are so creative. And at this time, they have so much time to do that. Like that was the thing. Like
Man.
if this wasn't happening right now, I wouldn't have the time to be on TikTok
Yeah, you wouldn't slow down and pay attention
at
to
all.
it. You
At
know,
all.
your day is just going and going, and that's one thing that's a good thing that's going to come out of this. Also, is the fact that now the playing field is leveled. So if you were a like a big time actor or actress and you're not that creative, you're waiting on somebody else to be creative or somebody else to shoot this and produce this and edit this. Like you're gonna be stuck out. You know, like you really go because there's some
Yeah.
people out here that can do so many things themselves. So it's like you have to use the tools that you have on your phone.
You have, and then hope that people really see like that you're really, you know. I mean, you could tell. Like for me, like when I watch some TikToks, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's really good. You know, like that person really has some chops within them to really
Yes.
sell if they was to go into the acting world. And then there's some people I'm just like,
I saw some people post a thing today. It was so good. It was called like Corona Man. DL Hughley
oh
posted
my
it. That was
god, that was
amazing.
brilliant. But then it made me think like, how did you have you? I mean, great that you have the time, but you really got full production to shoot that, like a
Yes.
full production to shoot that.
But it looked good. They wrote
It
it
looks
well,
so
and it
good.
was like, and it you know it was like something that we needed to hear. Like, be careful. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It wasn't just it was entertaining. It was like edutainment. You just
yeah,
say.
it was great. It was well put. I mean, people are so. I think the level of social media has really helped people really evolve. Like if we didn't have social media today, no one would be seen. I think
Right.
it's really giving a lot of people platforms that were
Hmm.
able to have the platform to really be themselves. I mean,
Right.
really think about it. I mean, with acting, it's really being yourself. It's you really embodying that character, but you're bringing whoever you are to that character and making
Yeah.
it come alive. And a lot of people think that, you know, when they watch us do it, they're like, "Oh, that's easy. I can do that." And
Yeah, and it's not that easy.
it's
And
10 times harder.
the only thing that I say about social media is I always want people to make sure that they're truly connecting with the people that are following them, and they also have an alternate way to contact them. So, say for instance, if you have 1 million followers on Instagram and you think you popping because of that, but say the algorithm changes again, or you get kicked out of your account, now you have no way to reach those people. So I'm like, you should always make sure you have like, okay, I got Instagram, but I also have YouTube. So if something happens to my IG, I can send them to YouTube, or I have their contact information via email, so I can let them know what things are coming out. Like, okay, I'm sending out an email saying that my movie comes out this week. So just a different touch point, so you don't miss anybody.
Yeah, and I have to get better at that myself. I as much as I think social media is great. I also am the one that's like, oh, I hate that I have to do social media. Like,
It's
I
crazy because now I've been I've been working on the production side of some film projects, like helping put the deals together and things like that, and even on like when I do marketing for stage plays or different tours and things like that, and they will ask like some of the actresses and actors like, okay, well, how many followers do they have? Okay, did they post about it?
That's
Like,
what I hate. That's what I hate about it. I think that's the part that really destructs everything for me, because there are people that will get roles over me
based over the
because
phone.
of social media following, and I'm kind of like, but they can't act though. So, uh, what? Like, why are they
Yep.
doing this? So that's the part that really irritates me, because
Hmm.
I have to now work up myself to get all these social media followings just to be respected in the world that I actually study.
Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
like,
It's almost like the catch-22, but
yeah,
that's why somebody like and I don't know how you feel about Kevin Hart's acting, but Kevin Hart was somebody that was able to take advantage of being able to act a little bit
yeah,
and knowing how to use social media. Like,
yeah.
he's not the funniest comedian, but he's safe. He ain't gonna act a fool on set or on tour or whatever, and he's gonna be there and he's gonna help promote. So it's like, oh, Kevin Hart, he'll work.
Yep, that's true. That is so true. I'm gonna move because I feel like I might have a Teddy Riley situation where we,
Yeah.
and I don't want us to disconnect. So
Okay. Yeah. So look, I done held you on way longer than probably you wanted to anyway. So I'll go ahead and wrap you up so that way your phone don't die and all of that.
yeah,
But before that happens, do you have any? I know your movie's coming out Friday. Do you have anything else that you need to shout out, or anyone that you need to shout out? I know you shouted out your acting coach earlier.
yeah. Well, no, I mean, everyone just be safe. You know, really take this serious. It's a really critical time right now. I lost a friend to the
Um,
coronavirus,
Definitely
and
sorry to hear that.
I know someone else that is sick with the coronavirus right now. So it's really real. So just be cautious, whatever you're doing, how you're moving. And yeah, May 1st, go check out Howard High on Urban Flicks and enjoy it. We have a 3-part showing, so you get to see a 3-part series first, and then from
Great.
there it grows.
Okay, well, cool then. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time today. As I said, I wanted to get you on the show because I think you're somebody that's really dope and more people need to know about, because you're not the biggest person to post on social media all the time. So you need people like myself to help put you out there more. You know what
Thank
I'm saying? So,
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you, wanting me to go live with you. I really, this is great, because I don't really do lives neither. Like,
you
okay,
see, well, there you go. Well, now you know you can do it. Now you know you can post some of the other things. You can get your YouTube popping, so
I,
you can work on all of that since you got time now.
I got a lot of time.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and you have a good day. And I'll hit you up later on.
Alrighty, thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.